Right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Ssc Made Easy. So, what are we doing today? We are continuing with our ongoing topic, which is of Cgl and 18 and 19 Cpo questions. We have seen different topics. Now, today we will be starting with profit and loss. And majorly, I'm focusing only the questions which are asked in 2019, as in profit and loss, there is not much of a deviation which is found. But it's almost the same. So I'll take you all through all the questions which were asked in CPO, which is around 12 to 15 such questions. All easy. You have to understand the way we are solving it. You have to understand where we have to apply DS, where you can directly solve it. And at times a few questions are on the similar pattern that has to have some background knowledge. And we are not going to be using again any formula. It is all going to be based on our logic. So first I will give you the explanation, the basic of it, and then I will start with the explanation. Again, I'm repeating, we are done with algebra, trigo, geometry, area, surface area, volume, and simple interest, compound interest, and this is profit and loss. So it covers major topics of entire maths. After this, whatever is pending, let's say on number system or any another topic, that we'll discuss. For now, first understand the basic. I'll take you all through the basic and then we'll start with the solution. Alright, now profit and loss, again everything is either related with the percentage or it is related with some example, some real life example will be given. Let's say I'm going to a shop and I'm purchasing something. I've seen, let's say, a bag, and there is some price tag on it which is, let's say, of 1000 rupees. Now there is a discount rate which is of 20% given. So which means I don't use my pen and paper then, and I don't calculate what is the discount. I know that 1000 rupees is the tag and they are offering discount of 20%, means 200 rupees is less. I am getting it at 800 rupees. So that is the calculation that happens virtually, that happens in your mind, and that is the same logic that you have to apply. Let's say if there is 10% increase, then what should be the value? What is the 20% increase? So that is the same logic we'll be using. That is the only basic that you need to know. Otherwise, everything else is going to be very simple. So, without wasting much of the time, that was the only basic I needed you all to know. Without wasting much of the time, let's begin with the solution. Okay, these are first 8 questions. Again, CPO 2019 only. Once you're done with this, similar of 2018 and CGL tier 1 and tier 2, you can target and you can start solving. Alright, question number 1. Profit on selling article for 1100 is equal to 3 times the amount of loss on selling it for 700. To gain 12.5%, article must be sold for how much? Okay, article must be sold for, what is the fourth option? I think it's 900. Okay, now understand, this is particularly, this question is similar, on the similar lines, on the same paper on CPO 2000 in some another shift it was asked. So this is a kind of a pattern, a question which was repeated. Okay, so understand the logic to solve such questions. If you try to do it with formula, if you try to do it with any another logic or at random, then you would end up wasting a good amount of time. Profit on selling an article for 1100. This is the same logic you have to use. Okay, let's say this is my 1100. This is my profit. Okay, and let's say this is number line 0, 1, 2. So here it is 1100, and I am selling it article for 1100. Profit on it is something. So loss on it will be also something. It is for 700. It is sold for 700. And here I am incurring loss. Okay. Now, somewhere in between there will be cost price. Okay. What they are saying is profit on selling article for 1100, from here till here profit is 3 times, and it is equal to 3 times the amount of loss on selling it for 700. So loss is 1, profit is 3 times, means this is 1 unit, this is 3 unit. What is the total unit then? Or you can call ratio of loss to profit is 1:3. Okay. What is the total then? 4 units. What is the actual value of 4 units? From 700 to 1100 is how much? 400. Means 1 unit is 100, which means my 1 unit, which is plus 100 plus 300 plus 100 means 800 is my cost price, 300 means 1100 is my selling price. So this is the simplest possible solution for such a question. Now what they are asking is to gain 12.5%. On this I need 12.5%. So 12.5% of 800 will be how much? So you can calculate it. It is 900. No need to apply DS in such things. At least you can multiply it directly and don't get confused. Okay, again I will explain. Profit on selling an article for 1100. This is my selling price. Is 3 times equal to 3 times of loss on selling an article for 700. This is 1 and this is 3 times. 700 it is sold, then it is loss. So I said it is on a number line. Okay, from 700 till 1100 it has come. What is the ratio of loss to profit? Is 1:3. So my 1 unit and 3 unit, total units are 4, which is a value of 400, and then you will get the answer. Okay, which is another sum on the same lines. Same thing, question number 1 and question number 6. Let's see question number 6. Question number 6, can you take a screenshot? Now question number 6 says on selling an article at 115, gain is 20% more than loss incurred on selling it at 104. This side is gain, which is profit, this side is loss. Gain is how much? 20% more than loss. So loss is this side, gain is 20% more. Let's say if this is 10, this will be 12. If my loss is 10, this is 20% more than this. Okay, if you simplify it, it is none other than 5:6, which means what? My total distance, total units is how much? 11. And what is the value of total distance? It is again 11, so 1 unit is 1. On selling an article at 115, gain is 20% more than loss incurred on selling an article at 104. If it is sold at 130.8, then profit is how much? So what is my cost price then? So 5 rupees added to this, 1 unit is 1, so 5 means 109 is my CP. Okay, now we are saying the article which is 109, it is sold at 130.8. What is the profit percent? 109 rupees sold at this much. So how much is it? 20.8. Not 20.8, 21 point. How much will be the difference? 21.8, right? If you subtract it, 21.8 on how much? 109. So this is how much. It's clearly visible. It is twice. So it is 20%. What is his profit percent? Is 20. My 109 rupee thing is sold at 130.8. What is the difference? 21.8. It is double of it. If you double this is twice. Okay, so 21 is the answer. Percent means don't get confused or stuck with your hundreds and multiply and divide by 100. No, nothing. Whatever comes your answer, that is your answer. Okay, you no need to add zeros or subtract zeros. So question number 6 is also on the same lines. Okay, question number 2. Take a screenshot please. We'll see question number 2. Now there are some mangoes which are purchased at 10,000 rupees per ton. If 1/3 of the total mangoes are sold at loss of 4%, then to attain an overall profit of 30%, what price should the remaining mangoes be sold? Kindly be very attentive while while seeing the solution of this, and this is the same logic you have to follow in all such questions, because such questions you will find numerous. Now, before I start this question, I need to explain it to you all. Let's say if 20% or 20 unit is 16,000, let's say 16,889, whatever it is. If I need to find it for 28950, whatever amount, how will I find? This gets divided by this, so this is for 1 unit, then multiply it by this, then I will get it for these many units. Let's say cost of 2 chocolates is 16. What will be cost of 10 chocolates into 5? So 1 chocolate is costing me 8 rupees. So 10 chocolates will cost me 80 rupees. What we have done? We have done nothing. We have divided this by this, multiplied this by this. So that's the same logic we'll use. And let's say while doing this, if we come across when 20 chocolates are costing me 160 and 30 chocolates are costing me, let's say whatever, 120, then I should know that if I don't need to divide and multiply it by this, I can simplify it and then do it. So it will be 2:3 rather than using 20s and 30s. When we are doing the sums, then you will understand. So this is the logic we'll use in this sum. Okay, now I'm saying I have seen there are some mangoes, 10,000 mangoes are there, 1/3 of the total mangoes are sold. So I will say my total mangoes are 300. These are my total mangoes. Okay, my total mangoes are 300. Now 1/3, so 300 means 1/3 is 100, remaining is 200. 1/3 are, let's say it is worth 300. 1/3 are sold, 1/3, this is 1/3, are sold at a loss of 4% means 96 rupees they are sold. To attain an overall profit of 30%, I need overall profit of 30% means I need 390 rupees. Okay. So 390 rupees, how much should I sell this at? Means you subtract it from this is how much? 294. So 200 mangoes should be sold at 294. Only then my overall profit percentage will be 30%. Again I'll say what I have done. 30% I need overall profit. 300 is my capital, so I need 390 rupees. Now out of this 300, how have I got this 300? It is out of 100 and 200. 100 is 1/3 of it. I have got 4% loss. And 200, how much shall I sell it at? So that I get this much, so I should sell it at this much. So my 200 mangoes should be sold at 294 and I will get that figure. So how much shall I do it for to get 10,000 mangoes? Because the ratio is already done, so I just need to get the figure of 10,000. I will directly multiply it by 50. How much is it coming? 5 4s are 20, 45, 47, 14. So 14.7 thousand is your answer. Again I'll explain. This much part you have understood. I have got that 200 mangoes, if sold at 294, my equation is balanced. So 10,000 mangoes will be sold at how much cost? This much cost. Okay, you don't need to be worried about your zeros because 147 is only in this one. And don't try to use DS till the time it's simple. Okay, so that's for question number 2. If you have not understood, kindly replay it. Next one, question number 3. Equivalent discount of 3 successive discount of 10, 16 and 25 will be how much? Equivalent discount of 3 successive discounts of 10, 16 and 25 will be how much? Okay, understand one thing, what is a discount? Normally how do we do it? Let's say 2 successive discount of 10% and 20%. What does it mean? Discount of 10% means how much is my actual price I have offered them? It is 90%. 20% discount means how much I have got? It is 80%. So what is the net? 72% is what I have got it at. So discount rate, how much is the discount I have got? Net discount for this is 28%. This is the logic for 2 successive discounts. Similarly for 3 successive discount. Okay, now they are saying 3 successive discounts, equivalent discounts of 3 successive discount of 3 successive discount will be equal to 1 single discount of how much? Means it is 90% and this is how much? 84% and 75%. So you have to multiply this of X will be, so whatever value you get, that has to be multiplied, subtracted from 100, and this will eat up a good amount of time. Okay. Another logic to this, kindly understand it. This is my discount. This is my mark price. 100 rupees was marked. I have given, this is my selling price. Okay. I'm selling it at 90. I marked my shirt at 100, but I'm selling it at 90. Means how much discount I have given? 10%. What have I done? This minus this. No need to by heart this. This is just a percent. It's just another equated form of what we generally do it without equations. Now I'm saying there are 3 such cases. Okay. This is one, this is one, which means what? Multiplication of this and multiplication of this, denominator and numerator. If I subtract this minus this, I will get my discount percent. Now this sum has to be done through DS. With the help of DS, what is going to be the DS of denominator, which is of mark price? DS is going to be of 1, or you call it as 10 also is okay, because that is also DS of 1. What is the DS of this? It is going to be 9. Why 9? Because you multiply it, ultimately it's going to be multiplied by 9, so it is by 9. Which means what? What will be my discount percent then? This minus this means my discount percent, whatever is the answer, it has to have a DS of 1. 10 minus 9 will give me a DS of 1. Now you check the options, which is giving me DS of 1. I need to check the options. This is what question number 3. Options are 46.5, 42, 41, 43.3. So if you see, this is DS of 6, this is DS of 8, 5, this is DS of 1, and this is the answer. Understand one thing, let's say if this is not there, it is for 90 rupees, this is for 100 rupees, 10% is the discount. So how much is the discount? How did I find 10%? I did this minus this, that gave me the discount percentage. Now this is the easiest way of finding a discount percentage when there are 3 successive discounts given. Otherwise you have to multiply these 3 and then you have to subtract it from 100. That is when you get it. So another thing is, because my numerator part is selling price and this is my mark price, so this multiplied by this multiplied by this will give me the selling price of it. The selling price, whatever is the multiplication, we do it by DS. We have got the DS of 9 and this is going to be DS of 1 or 10. So when you subtract this minus this will give me the discount percent directly. I don't need to subtract it from anyone. So I have got the DS of 1 and this is the answer. Okay, let me show it to you all. How do others do it? What they will do is they will multiply this. First this and this. 9 4s are 36 and 72, 75. This and this. 5 6 are 30, 25 28, 75 35 37, 6 7 are 42, 35 39, 49 52, 0 0 7, 55.7. Now this amount has to be subtracted from, this gives me 3, any mistake done here? This will come 6. So this is 56.7. So this will be 43.3. This is how you have to solve. And if you do any mistake, you might not do it. If you know this logic, when you know that ds of this minus ds of this will give me the final discount figure. And in other words, if there is any time it is given 10% discount, means it has to be multiplied by 90 only. So whenever there is 10% discount, you can blindly check whose ds is 1. So if you have understood the logic, whenever you see 10% discount, you will see which has ds of 1, because it will always be ds of 1, and you can directly tick your answer in 2 seconds or 10 seconds maybe. Alright, take a screenshot. Let's move on to the next one. Questions are very simple, but this is time consuming. It will take around a minute or 1.5 minutes in a traditional way, and in case if you are in a hurry, then you might do a mistake. Next one, mark price of 8 shirts is, it's very simple sum. I think 8 shirts is 9,600. Mark price of 8 shirts is 9,600 and discount of 15% is given on these. How many shirts can be purchased? This was asked many times, but it's very simple. 9,600 for 8 shirts, it is marked, means it is 1,200. It is mark price for one shirt. 15% discount on this means 10% is 120, 5% will be 60, means 180 minus from this, it is 1020. This is all you have to do it. You have to inculcate this thing within you, that if someone has asked me 15% of this, I don't need to multiply it. I know that I can do it. 10% is 120, 15% means 5% is half of it, 60. Total is 180. If I subtract from is 1020. Now it is asking that how many shirts can be purchased in 5,100 at the rate of this. So I think it is 5, multiple of 5. Okay, next one is also very simple. Shopkeeper announces a discount of 40% on a sale of a TV. There's a TV, okay, there's a sale of 40% on it. How many TV sets should he purchase so that he gets discount of 26,400 if cost price of TV is 6,000? It is very simple question. I don't know why they have asked it, but still some people will complicate this also. 6,000 rupees is the cost price of TV. 40% discount on it means 2,400 is the discount. They want to know if he gets a discount of 26,400. So how many TV sets he should purchase? So one TV set is giving him this much. So this is how much? One's 11. 11 is your answer for this. Nothing in this question. Question number 7. Okay, question number 7. There are different ways of doing it. People do it in another different ways. I'll discuss the simplest possible way. A person brought an article at 30% discount on MP, mark price. then sold it at 30% profit for 427.7, then what is the mark price? Remember this question, remember the solution, and try to search for such questions and try to solve those questions. I will be giving the sample questions also in the description box by next time, so that you can solve those questions. Okay, 100 rupees is my cost, is the mark price. I got a discount of 30%. And sold it at 30% profit for, and it is sold it at 30% profit. So 30% of it means, let's say it was for 100 rupees mark price, I bought it at 70. Now I'm taking 30% profit in this. How much is 30% of this? 10% of this is 7, so 30% means 21, means I am selling it at 91 rupees. But 91 rupees is 427.7. Then what is 100 rupees? Divide this by this, multiplied by 100. That's the same logic we do. If 2 units is 8, what is 1 unit? So divide this by this and you will get it. So divide this by this, meaning 4277. This is ds of 7, 9, 11, ds of 2. This will be your answer. 4277 point whatever that is, divided by 91, multiplied by 100. Mathematically this you have to solve with the help of ds. Those who are not understanding ds, they can refer the previous videos. This has a ds of 1, so forget this thing. This has a ds of 11, which is 2. So my answer should have ds of 2, which is this. Solve it mathematically, you will get the same answer. Otherwise, if you're trying to cancel it out, then it's a task. Otherwise you might do a mistake. If you get a prime number or something, then it's even bigger challenge. Logic again I'll explain. I have 100 rupees. Sorry, something was marked at 100 rupees. I got discount of 30%, so I bought it at 70. Then I took a profit of 30% on that, which means 30% of this is 21, means I sold it for 91 rupees. But actually it is sold at this. So my 91 is this. So what is my 100? They want mark price. Mark price is 100. So when 91 is this, what will be my 100? That is the logic. Okay. Okay, next one. Article is sold for 680 after 2 successive discounts of 20% at X%. 2 successive discount of 20% and X%. If mark price is 1000, what is X? 1000 rupees is my mark price. My first discount is 20%. Mathematically, how are we solving it in a generic way? Means my first is 80%. Second is discount, I don't know, is what? 680. What is this? Article is sold for 680 after 2 successive discounts. So my selling price is 680. What is the discount in that? 80% first discount. 80% is actual cost, 20% is discount. How do we write my article worth rupees 100 is a label for this bag. Okay, it doesn't look like a bag. Let's say now it is looking like a bag. It is, label is 100. Now I'm saying someone is offering me a discount on this. Take 20% discount and buy this. So what is my discount percentage? 20%. How much am I buying it at? 80. I'm saying he gave me 20% discount, then I gave one reference that okay, I am friend of your friend. So okay, your friend of friend, so take 10% more. Okay, so 2 successive discounts, meaning first discount of 80%, second is of how much I have to pay first? 80. Next, again on this 80, I am reducing 10% more, so it is 90. So now it is for 72 rupees. So what is the discount of 28%? Same logic we are using here. 680 rupees is what finally I had to pay. It is first discount of 20%, means first I had to pay 80%. Second discount I don't know, I have to find. So this is actually no need for any logic. 8 8s are 64, 5. So my X value is 85. So earlier it was 20% discount giving me 80. Now it is 15% discount giving me 85. So answer will be 15. I hope you have understood all these questions. Were very simple. I'll give you some more questions. Kindly take a screenshot. Alright, so these are our next 4 questions. Question number 9 is skipped. Some correction in that. Okay, next question says, trader buys an article at 80% of its mark price and sells it at 10% discount on mark price. Then his profit is how much? Now understand something, that always I will try to correlate it with in terms of hundreds. So let me say that 80% of its mark price, let me call this as 100. This is for 80, and he is selling it at discount on mark price. 10% discount means sells at 90. Now he is asking that how much is the profit by selling this. Actual cost is 80 rupees. I am selling it at 90. I am getting 10 rupees on 80. So it becomes 12.5. If you solve this, it will be 12.5. I will solve these sums verbally without writing anything, or at least with the minimal steps. Okay, considering this as 100. Okay, this was easy one. Again I'll repeat. Trader buys an article at 80% of its mark price. Something is marked at 100 rupees. He buys it at 80% of it. So means he is buying it at 80. Now he sells at 10% discount on mark price. While selling it to someone, he is giving a discount on this 10%. So means he is selling it at 90 rupees. So in this transaction, he is gained 10 rupees per 8 rupees, per 80 rupees. So it is 12.5. Next one, 11. Person sold a chair at a profit of 13%. Had he sold it for 607.5 more, then he would have gained X%. This sum, you by heart this concept. Ideally, it is supposed to be taken with the help of X and X plus this. But when it is saying something is bought, sold, and had it been sold for whatever more or less, then his gain percent or profit is given by, you just find this percentage, because what it is trying to say is person who's selling at a profit of 13%, like this is cost price, I am saying 100 rupees is my cost price, 10% is my profit, so I am selling it at 110. Question says, had I sold it for 6 rupees extra, then what would have been an increase in my percent? Means instead of selling it at 110, if I am selling it at 116, then what will be my increase in this? Increase is nothing else but percentage of this. I just need to find how much is 6 of 100. It is 6%. So it is an increase of 6% only. So with the same logic, I will find percentage of this sorry. So how much is 607%? I'll again explain. 100 rupees thing, I'm selling at a profit of 10%. If means I'm selling it at 110. Someone is saying if I would have sold it at 5 rupees more, then what would have been an increase in this profit percent? Or if I would have sold it at 8 rupees less, then what would have been a decrease? So it is logical that it is nothing else but you find the percentage of this. So if I am increasing by 5 means it is 5%. So whatever is the increase is the same answer. With the same logic, I will find 607.5 by 3750. I will find the percentage of this. Whenever you see something like this, 0.5, multiply it by 2. And this will become okay. Is there any another with DS if we can do this? Okay, don't confuse yourself with DS. 1215 upon 3750 into 2. This is again into 2 is nothing else but 3 into 2 is 6, 7.5 into 2 is 1.5, so it is 7575. So now you find the percentage of it. Just cancel it out, it will be 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 15, 5 2s are 10, 4s are 20, 5 3s are 15, 3 5s are 3 81s are 5 1s are 5. You see the options, it is coming in point. 5 1s are 5, 6 7 8, 5 6 are 30. 16.2 is the increase, so plus 16.2 means 29.2 becomes your answer. It's a simple solution. By heart this sum, and same logic, figures different, it may be asked, you can solve it directly. Just find the percentage of it and subtract. Okay, next one. Article is marked 100 rupees above its cost price. Article is marked 100 rupees above its cost price. After allowing two successive discount of 5% and 20% on mark price, it is sold at X%. So X% profit. then what is the value of X? This is mark price of 100% more above its cost price. Cost price I am taking 100. So mark price becomes how much? 100% more means it becomes 200. This is a label. This is the cost of it. Now on this mark price it is saying 2 successive discount of 5% and 20% means 5% means 95%, 20% means 80% of something. So what does it become? This will be, you just do 95 into 16, which is 30. 5, 6 are 30, 54, 57, 95 to 152. It is nothing else. After giving this much of discount, I am selling it at 152. So 100 rupees is now sold at 152, means how much is the increase? My profit percentage is 52%. Okay. I hope you have understood how we have found the successive discount. Let's say 100 rupees thing is there. I am giving 2 successive discount of 20% and 30%. It means what is the cost for me? It is nothing else but 80% and 70%, means 56. So I have bought it at 56. What was the discount given? 44. Same logic, my 200 rupees thing, these are the 2 successive discount. So whatever is the value given is my selling price. This is what I was sold at. So if I have to find my 100 rupees cost has been sold at 152, means I have gained 52%. That is my percentage profit. Kindly re-see it, you will understand. Last question. If a discount of 10% is allowed on mark price of an article, if a discount of 10% is allowed on the mark price of an article, shopkeeper gets profit of 25%. Mark price of an article is this. Discount of 10% is allowed, means 90 rupees. If discount is allowed, he is still getting 25% profit, means he is getting 125. If I am saying I am getting 10% profit, means my 100 rupees is becoming 110. If I am saying 25% profit, means it is my 100 rupees is becoming 125. So 90% of mark price, because 10% is allowed on mark price, 90% of mark price is 125. Now what will be 75% of mark price? Then how much it will become? That is the theme of the question. If he offers discount of 25% on mark price is this much. 10% discount giving, I'm getting 25% profit. He is asking, if 25% discount is given on mark price, what will be my this value? So my 90% is 125, my 75 will be what? This is the logic I explained at the beginning. So this has to be divided by this and multiplied by this. But before doing that, you can simplify it. 15. You can just do it. 15, 6 is to 5. If you cancel it directly by 15, it will be 6 is to 5. So my 6 is 125. How much is my 5? So my 5 is nothing else but 125 by 6 into 5, which is 625 by 6, which is how much? 104 plus something. So it is 4 plus something. 4 will give me 624. 104 exact value will come if it is 624. If it is 625 means I am getting something extra, which is 4.5% profit. Logic is, on some mark price which is 100, 10% discount is giving me 25% profit. It is asking what will be my profit or loss if discount is 25%. Alright, so these were all very simple. I couldn't have explained it in a more simple way than this. Considering that you know the basics of profit loss, I have solved these questions. If you know the basics of it, these questions will take not more than 10-15 seconds. But where there is successive discount, where there is too much of multiplication, that is a place where you will get an upper edge over other students. Alright, kindly at least solve each question 2 to 3 times and try to solve similar question many times, and then you will get a practice of it. It's a very important topic and very simple. Alright, so that's it for now, and we'll see for some more questions in the next one. Thank you so much.